There, got it.
Do it again. Show it and repeat it. Keep that camera rolling back on your style. Let's do a little change in the program here. The location.
Change the angle on it.
There it is. See, that still has the cylinder. But you can see how it becomes rounder. If you look at it. See how it's more round now? It's so small?
Yeah, because it's not over the round.
Well, you're getting a little bit of an optical illusion. Mm-hmm. You do got a true circle here because you can see it moving in a circle on the X and Y. But because it's going down on a round object, it's going to make it look like a fatty ellipse. But see right there, it looks like a perfect circle. You know? And then what you could do is you could come over here and I could make a small circle, put it on flat marking mode. I'll show you what I mean. Over there. But with that on plate, you can still do this. The same shape, a circle.
Yep.
You know, there's no difference.
You know why it's not going to print a true circle even on flat mode? Because it's hitting down at the edge, you know what I mean? It comes back up. That's like when we broke the pin. When it came across that slope, it was still down here and it drug it right over.
Yeah, yeah. But see, there's no difference. Because I'll tell you something. First of all, when this guy drew, he didn't draw a perfect circle. You know?
It doesn't make a whole circle.
So there it is, the GE on a flat mode. Okay? Now watch. I can even make it a little bit bigger. But what it will do for me on the flat mode, it will allow me to make, and that's why 0, 0, and 180, you lose that, you know? So if you want to go like this, screw it, just do it in the plate mode, because watch. This here is a 2 millimeter diameter, right? That's a 1.5. Remember this, okay? You could play with the center point of this,
yeah,
and get it to do even better. But see, you know, it's still the exact same thing that I'm getting with this. perfect. That's bloody perfect. I mean, that's perfect. So what we learned is that you have to put the logo as the first line for it to recognize everything. Otherwise, you mess it up. That's one of the other differences that we had. Where in the first test that we did, we were just testing the logo, so we didn't notice it. In the second test we did, I put another line of copy ahead of the logo, and it confused the damn rotary, you know? So we got to leave the logos always the first one, you know? And they can position that anywhere, you know?
Yes, that's.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. One year they forgot to take out the money from my when I was working at Walmart.
Turn it off. Turn it back on. Reset.
Hold run it.
Bring their part in. And then run it. And then it'll keep doing it until they turn the machine off. The reason for that is if you notice, it's not going home to the X position, which is over here, because we don't want it to. So what you have to do is you have to give it a dry cycle so it'll come back and naturally make this its new home position.
Exactly.
And then once you've done that mechanically, then it'll run fine.
You home run it on
So every time you turn it off, you're clearing the onboard memory of the X home position. So we run it, even though it's going to mess up over here, we stop it, we turn it off, we turn it back on, and then we reset it so it comes back here, and now it's re-educated the board that for now, this is the X home position. And that's the only way you can do it other than putting another proc switch up here and having a cutout switch for rotary and plate marking. You see?
Yeah.
Because the Y axis is now in here, and it has a sensor. And the only thing that I'm doing with the Y axis is through this here, I am cutting out the Y motor up here. All right? Now, what I need to do here is not cut out the X motor, but be able to make the X axis proc switch relocate. And then, as it comes back, it's reset to home position. The reason why we run the dry run is because it has this home position, but it can't find this home position, and it needs that to calculate from. Okay?
That's what
so now it's missing part of its datum point. All right? So you run it back and you reset it, and the board will automatically pick up, okay, this is the new datum point.
Yeah.
But it won't hold that datum point for you in the memory because it's not designed to. So that's all you got to do.
Yeah, their systems aren't made to hold any memory.
If I had more time,
Even the MK300.
I would sit here and get together with the technicians, with Robert and you guys, and we would figure out a way of making another proc switch here with a toggle switch, just like the PH and LP,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, that's-
and switch it back and forth,
It's still probably.
and then that would, no, because that way,
It switches to whichever PLT file, whatever your PLT file is. So if you do a different logo, it's got to be reset to home again.
yeah, but what you do is your proc switch, it goes up to a switch,
Yeah. For silver.
and then your other proc switch goes up to the same switch.